be honest, I don't lose much.
Like JMU's a blast, like if you guys actually get to know them.
And it's a team sport, like none of us are playing for ourselves, we're all playing for each other.
Just kind of want to run down, how the format works and how college pickleball looks like from a player perspective. So it's a team of 4 individuals, 2 guys, 2 girls, and you start with women's doubles, you move into men's doubles, and then you play 2 mixed doubles matches. The combination of that, the guy and girl combo. If you split 2-2, so if both teams get 2 games, you go into a team singles. It's called the Dream Breaker. Essentially, it's just team singles where every 4 points you have a player rotating out and rotating in to play a new person in singles. So it's a really fun collaborative format where even if you have a really good player, you need the whole team to be there to really succeed in these matches, which in my opinion is what makes college pickleball so fun.
My name is Carter Work.
I am Jenna Tillman.
Yeah, Ryan Morneau.
I'm Addie Suchek.
I think JMU is very different from other programs because of the vibe we bring. I think it's a very lively group that we have.
We're a pretty vibey team for sure. We got our vibe chairs, David and Jenna. They really made this program fun, and ever since then it's kind of been super lighthearted, and everyone's really good friends here.
JMU's electric. Electric, dude.
Y'all were just chirping and chirping, and it was like, this is the rowdiness that we need to make it different from the typical tours that we see. Like collegiate pickleball should be rowdier. JMU does a great job doing that. I think unfortunately if you're on the other side of it, then you're gonna hate JMU, but like JMU's a blast.
Definitely like at tournaments, we're all always there supporting everyone, and it's not something that you see from many of the other schools when we're all at one court hyping whoever up.
So competitively, it's very tense. We have 8 players on our team that are all capable of being on the championship team. So it creates a really kind of intense dynamic and competitive environment where, the next 4, as much as they want us to do well, they're sitting on the sidelines and they're waiting for the moment. Any mess up, they're in my ear. I think they would be better here. I think I'm the right person for this. And that leads to, a lot of tough conversations, but at the end of the day, there's no other way you'd rather have that.
Hi, I'm Lawson, I'm a junior.
Chase Huff, and I'm a senior.
I think I would be a good pick for the championship team because I'm one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant women's player on our team.
I think the main reason I should be on the championship team is because I'm a very versatile player. So when it comes to this MLP format, you have to be able to adapt to different play styles, different game modes.
Like our championship team was losing women's matches 10-21, 13-21, 8-21. We can't have that. Also, for our second mixed team has not been doing as well as I would hope they would be, and I think I would play better in that position than the current people who are there.
First match of the day at Nationals is always a tense one. Everyone's super nervous. I've played in 3 of these now. I've played in quite a few tournaments, and I still definitely get very nervous. So it's always fun. It was close. It got all the nerves out.
With it being the first match of the day, I think we definitely started out nervous, and I think as the match was going, we definitely got our competitive and fun nature flowing a little bit. Brian and I had a strong game. We honestly just played super confident, and I think that's because I felt less nervous than when the match started.
After the first half, I'm like, I'm not going to serve.
That's fine, yeah.
I'm going to miss 2.
You'll be fine. You don't hit it in the next one, but
I need to
the only thing you guys have to work on Jenny, 100 times. You got to be like 5 times.
I swear when I swear when he serves, I am back. Like,
you step in before you do it. I'm watching you. I'm actually watching. Do I need to hold the film? I swear to God, I will.
Game today, It was not great.
We were tight.
It was first game nerves.
First match of the day was overall good. Got it out there. We ended up 4-0 sweeping, and
Everyone was a little nervous. I especially was. Did good though. Won both my games. But yeah.
Purdue, that was tough. So coming into the day, our expectation was that was the big one. We needed to win that match 3-1 to get a good seeding for the bracket.
I think Jen and I just honestly started off super slow. We were pretty even in skill level with these girls, but they were playing super consistent. And Jen and I were making lots of errors because they were just staying so consistent. We definitely did not play our best. Although we did lose that match, I think that because I was playing with Jenna, she's just so great at keeping the positivity high. So my spirits were not down yet.
Women's doubles we expected to lose. We expect them to lose most matches. That's kind of how we build our team, and it's not a problem. So they lost that match, fine, whatever. Men's doubles was a little shaky, but we pulled it out. We expect to win that.
And going into our first mixed game, usually Ryan's kind of the one that's winning the mixed matches, and unfortunately he lost. So when coming up to my mixed game, I had a lot of pressure on me. I was a little nervous.
Carter and I always joke too that we put our blind faith into Ryan in his mixed match, and unfortunately we couldn't for that one. But I had faith that me and Carter were going to be able to pull out the win in the next one to be able to go into a dream breaker.
In Purdue, we lost that match, and it was completely on me. And that was a tough one because, everyone at JMU, they've come to the expectation that I'm going to win both my matches, and it's the same, standard I hold myself to. So that was rough.
It'd be a pretty close game. It could go either way.
But then going to our second mixed doubles, Jenna and Carter, I don't know what kicked into them, but Carter played out of his mind, absolutely, they stepped up. I was kind of kicking down a little bit. They picked their energy up and they played lights out. Energy was there. They pushed us to a dream breaker. That did not go great. Out of the first 8 points, he got 5 left courts that just drooled over the net. Those hurt. At the end of the match, that kind of came back to bite us where we lost 21-18. So that was tough. That kind of put the spirits down for the rest of the day for sure.
Our third match, we played good. No one really had too much passion. It was a big loss against Purdue, so we won. But
third match, that was going to be our easiest one. That was kind of it was a good match for me to kind of get my forehand down. I was working on my serve and mainly just working on that forehand because going into tomorrow, it's single elimination, win or go home, and it's kind of just whoever can catch fire. In the Purdue match, a big strength for us was our second mix, Carter and Jenna. If we want to win games, they have to turn on the heat. And seeing them play so well was super relieving and just kind of reignited the fire and the hope that we have for tomorrow. So that fourth match was really just a practice match to keep the momentum rolling. So tomorrow, even though we don't get the seeding we want, we can really start to make things happen.
I think overall we did good. Again, I wish we did a little better. I wish we beat Purdue. I think we could have, but overall we did good. I'm happy with their performance.
You have 4 teammates. That's what makes this sport like so fun in this format. Not everyone's going to be on at the same time, and you kind of have to pick each other up. So I think they saw me not playing well, and that's kind of what got them going and really sparked that kind of fire in Carter's heart to go out there and really play his best mixed double. So at the end of the day, it could be a saving grace in terms of our end performance tomorrow. So, you know, I'm not super disappointed in the way today turned out.
I think at Nationals, one thing that gets overlooked is really the challenger aspect of it.
David Becerra.
He's Mateo Moore.
My name's Chase Harmer.
My name is Arian Mozar.
My name's Renee.
My name's Carter Davis.
In collegiate pickleball, schools can bring challenger teams alongside their championship bracket team. And these challenger teams, which often feature gender or mixed doubles, allow players on the cusp of championship level play to gain valuable competitive experience. At the recent Nationals, the format really included Duber-based seating that grouped teams based on similar skill levels. Now, this structure really created an intense competitive environment that not only pushed players to improve, but also encouraged schools to bring more participants, building on the excitement and depth within the sport.
JMU, we don't just focus on who you are as a player. I think we focus a lot on who you are off the court.
Just like the pep we have together.
A big difference is definitely the culture within our team. I think our team's a lot more connected compared to others.
The vibe's always positive. I feel like everyone supports each other, loves each other in the community.
I know most of our team lives together now after being like a year or a half year on the team. We hang out all the time, we party together, it's a really fun vibe. And
at the end of the day, it's not just about pickleball, it's about making those relationships on and off the court. And I think that's something we do really well.
Competitively speaking, we run deep. We brought 20 kids this year to Nationals. Every tournament we go to, we bring basically our whole team. People are skipping Halloween at JMU, which is like a national holiday for this tournament. So I think that really speaks to the culture we got building here.
I want to win. I mean, I feel like that's always the goal, is just win.
Honestly, increase my Duper rating and just get more experience playing with the team and hopefully winning challenger bracket.
Definitely just personal improvement and getting better. I don't expect myself to win the challenger bracket. It would be great if I did, but definitely just get better at the end of the day and improve myself and be ready for the next one.
I want to try to at least go 50-50, win more than 50% of my games, and just play the best I can.
Personally, I am playing with one of my friends, and so overall just enjoy it. Be here, be in the moment, overall just have a good time.
How about you playing MLB? I can see it. Bro, that's literally the next step after this. All-American, win this shit, you're literally team-based right here. This is team-based right here.
The All-Star game was probably one of the most highlights of the weekend. So entertaining. It was great seeing JMU represented out there by Ryan and him absolutely destroying Jack Monroe. It was really entertaining to watch. We had the crowd going at JMU, a lot of chirping going on. Yeah, it was a great experience. We had MLP workers beside us cheering for Jack while we were cheering for Ryan, and yeah, very entertaining.
I think they ended up taking it 21-18, but that was a really fun match, especially getting to play against, Monroe as a high caliber he is. He's basically a top pro in the world, so to play against him was, it was really cool just to see kind of the level he plays at.
Personally, knowing Ryan, knowing that he doesn't usually get to kind of compete at that kind of level, it was very rewarding watching him play. Just seeing his joy and determination just kind of light up on the court. The competitive friendliness, chirping between players, the enthusiastic support from our team and parents really created an unforgettable atmosphere. Events like this truly showcase the best of collegiate pickleball
You know, at JMU, we're always going to make a presence wherever we are, and I think the All-Star Game gave a great opportunity for us to be able to vocalize how much we support our teammates as well as schools that are near us.
Yeah, I mean, ton of fun. Those guys are absolute beasts. I don't play at that level too much, so we lost both games. They were pretty tight, but that's the most fun I had playing pickleball in a long time.
It was a little rough. Definitely, you could tell it was the first match of the day. But
you know, they called it questionable. I called out. I thought it was in. That was all I needed to get fired up. I mean, after that, like, they had zero chance. Once I'm fired up, you're good as gone. So
he was really fired up. He told them they sucked.
Oh yeah, I mean, they did suck.
He screamed in their face.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
In the men's game, I really wasn't playing good. I think it was just the nerves. And about halfway through, I gave Ryan the go-ahead to just take all my shots, kind of fully take over, do what he does best, and he stepped in and he helped me where I was struggling, and he ended up winning us the men's game, which was huge.
For the women's match, I think we had a strong match, and it went a bit back and forth, but I think it was fairly consistent, and we pulled out a good win. Again, it just felt really good to win the first match of the day. It always sets it off right.
Going in with a 2-0 lead, after Ryan saw how I was not playing the best in the men's game, and Jen and I are typically the weaker mixed doubles team, he wanted to send us out first for mixed doubles to hopefully build up our confidence a little bit and give us a little more reps before we go farther into the tournament. I go out, we play really good. It was a little close towards the end, but we pulled out a win against a pretty good mixed doubles team, and I'm pretty happy about that.
Today we played Maryland. Honestly, going into it, we knew that we really had to get this win in order to make it to the next round. And getting that women's win, so that way our men's, we already knew that that was going to be a win, and we only had to win one mix. It was awesome.
We were a lot more confident.
Yeah.
Men's doubles was rocky to start. Definitely need to warm up, but
you could tell it was the first match of the day, but we pulled it out, got a 3-0 win, so that was always good.
That was match one though. Good confidence booster.
Day we came out a little slow, a little timid. Woke up the next day, had a better attitude. We talked about what we were going to do, the plan, and then we had a better all. I think we went like 4-1.
I think me and my teammate kind of, connected a lot better, communicated a lot more, and kind of fixed up problems that we did yesterday.
Went pretty good. I think we went 5-3, which is pretty good, and they were fun.
I played pretty well. I had high expectations for myself. I've been working really hard, and I feel like all that hard work paid off. So I feel overall happy with my performance this weekend.
I think our first day we played 4 matches and we went 2-2. We just lost our momentum and couldn't get out of our head enough to play our best pickleball. And our other 2 matches, we just went out and had fun with it, and that's what helped us win.
Definitely could have done a little bit better on the first day. Second day, had better sleep, woke up, I was excited. Definitely came out hot and ready, so the second day was a lot better.
Some of the matches were good competition. You got to give them credit, they played well.
We play, kind of our biggest rivals, Virginia Tech. We played them a few weeks ago. We won 21-19 or 22-20 in a Dream Breaker. So that, you can basically flip a coin to see who's going to win that match. They're bringing in a pretty, star-studded guy that is new, so we'll see how that match goes.
We were feeling confident about this game that we could beat them. I think that also made Jen and I kind of nervous because we knew we could beat them, but we always had tough matches against them. Like, it was never easy.
I'm not gonna lie, Addie and I aren't the strongest women's pairing out there, so going into it, we knew that it was going to be more of a mental game than anything.
For the women's match, Jen and I didn't have a great start. We started off super slow and we were playing consistently, and that just kind of kicked us down and we ended up losing that match.
Our men's team is one of the strongest out there, and they do not lose to very many people. So when Tech beat them, it threw a real wrench in our plans.
They had lost, which was not how we thought it would go, and I think that just made the pressure kind of spike up more. I was definitely feeling nervous, but you know, Ryan was super pumped up before the game, throughout the whole game, and I think that helped me a lot.
Yeah, so going into the last Tech match down 1-2, our hopes weren't high, but we had faith that Carter and Jenna could pull something off. Not a great start to the match. I think they got down probably 11-3 or 11-4, and they found themselves in a pretty big hole down 19 or 20-8, which was kind of depressing. But then some sort of miracle clicked, and Jenna became some sort of possessed beast and started winning just everything. So much so that the score became 20-10, then 20-12, 20-15. And at this point, watching this happen, everyone in the crowd is kind of just like, what the heck's going on? Got to 2017, got to 2018, then got to 2019. They were serving down 19-20 with a chance to tie the game. And I think Jenna missed a serve.
Our second match against Virginia Tech, the first half of it, I felt pretty confident. We were there, honestly.
They're a tough team.
Down 0-2 was not an ideal start. Yesterday, I didn't play my best mixed doubles, but today felt much more confident after the All-American game and really went out there and kind of just took it to them, to be honest. We took it pretty easily and thought we got the ball rolling for Carter and Jenna.
We were down 20-10. And it was pretty sad. It wasn't our best game. And then we had a little comeback, got the ball rolling a little bit, and it ended up being 19-21. So I was pretty proud of how we played.
Could we have won?
Definitely.
Absolutely. I think
it was our own fault.
I think if out of 10 times we would have won 7, and it just happened to be the 3. But seriously, on a real note, I would take us against Tech.
It was a lot of our errors, not them beating us.
Yeah.
In retrospect, that's kind of how competition goes. I didn't play my best yesterday. I played probably as close to my best as today, but you can't play good every match, every day, and that's just kind of how it is. You know, our culture here is really kind of just taking hits and rolling with it. So that's kind of what we're doing.
Going into Sunday morning, it was a little rough. We didn't know if we were going to play Sunday morning, so it was a little bit of a rude wake-up call to go into Sunday morning.
We had to go into a dream breaker for our match, and I don't think any of us were too happy that we were put in that situation. But me personally, that was probably the worst singles matches that I've played. We just didn't know that we were going to be playing that game in the morning. I think it just threw us off the whole morning, and it definitely wasn't our best.
So after we went to a dream breaker, we're playing off of around 3 hours of sleep, and it was a really rough game. Just to ruin our spirits a little bit more, we found out that game was played for a bid for Nationals in spring. So that was really extra disappointing to our Nationals trip as a whole.
Yeah, when I first got here, I was shocked at how big this event is. The stadium, the stands. When we walked indoors, just the sheer number of college athletes and parents and fans that came out to watch this. Honestly, apart from your major sports of basketball, ice hockey, and football, there's as many people here playing and watching as I've seen in any other collegiate sport. When I played back in college or even through today, it's absolutely amazing, the environment.
My name's Timber Tucker, and I'm called the head coach, but I'm really more of a director of operations for the IU Pickleball team. Well, I've been at the last two, and they were an absolute blast. And I've been last year, I was in Atlanta, and of course here this year. I love pickleball. I love the student part of it and the enthusiasm. I just sat on center court and watched Utah Tech and Virginia, wishing we were there. We were so close. But there's just a sweet spirit to pickleball. The players are competitors, but off the court they're friends. I think it makes pickleball a little special in the college space.
So I'm in charge of media marketing for all of Collegiate this week. My job is pretty simple. Make sure you guys feel good about what you're doing, and it's a bigger exposure with pickleball.com or PPA Tour. It's really about getting you guys out there, so it's easier for you guys when you go back to college to be like, look what we did, and look at who posted us. We care about our amateurs more than ever, and especially our college, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I think with Duper collabing with us, it's going to be something for you guys really to be like, hey, I'm skipping class because this is such an amazing event. I don't want to go to school, I want to go play pickleball. You would never hear that 5 years ago, so let's make it something that's known.
I've been to a couple different pickleball tournaments, but when you come to the collegiate one, the atmosphere with the camaraderie and the fellowship that the schools have with each other, but then when they play with each other, it's very powerful. It's nothing else you've ever seen in pickleball.
You definitely should have a fork approach to making money in pickleball. I do hope that it gets adopted and is in the NCAA, so then athletes like us can start making money off of deals, and we don't have to go to other places. I don't know what the true timeline is for when that'll happen, but I think organizations such as Duper or APP or NCPA just putting on events like this and getting 64 colleges to come out and compete and having proof of concept of them actually traveling to a location to play is going to be really, really helpful to streamline that.
Yeah, not even 5 years. I mean, there's going to be college scholarships coming, there's going to be NIL deals, there's going to be booster clubs that are going to want to support their club team if it remains a club team. There's going to be a lot of money poured into college pickleball come down the road. Just look at this year, it went from 32 teams to 64 teams. And I talked to somebody at the MLP yesterday, they said it's gonna double next year. It's likely gonna be 128 college teams. It's gonna be bigger than any college tennis event, D1, D2, D3, anywhere in the country.